Okay, good morning everybody. Dean Manheimer here. Again, today's training is going to be on the retail side of the business. We're in my personal retail site. This is my wife's and my DubLi.com site. And I decided just to go ahead and use this because we are a product of our product. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, and all of you that are on the presentation, you should know what the site looks like. And you can see our verticals up here. Here's the travel, shopping mall, finance, insurance, and telecom. First thing I want to do is I'm going to go up here to my account, and I'm just going to click on the My Account button because I want to start with a premise here. Again, we're in my wife's and my DubLi.com back office. Here's our earnings in cash back from the purchases, and I'll give my wife credit here. She's the one that handles most of that she's been able to earn through the things that we're going to buy for our that we needed to buy anyway for ourselves and our family and things that we would normally do in life. This is our available cash back, that type of thing. The reason I wanted to start here is I want you to understand this is the value of what DubLi.com offers. I mean, we know our VIP customers pay $99 for a VIP membership once a year. So my question would be, if I said to you, give me $99, I'll give you $2,700 in cash back, would you do it? You do it all day long. If I said, you give me $99, I'll give you $1,000 back, would you do it? All day long. If I said, give me $99, I'll give you $300 back, it's still a positive trade-off. Absolutely. You'd do it in a heartbeat. So what's important is that our customers and each of you understand the significance here of what this represents and that you are using it to maximize your own personal family's benefit, because the more confidence you have in that, the more you understand how to use it, the more you understand how to show people how to use it, the stronger your business will become. Here's the other thing I want you to keep in mind, and if you're making notes, please write this down. You will invest the same amount of time into a retail customer on the front end of our business as you will in a potential business associate. Same length of time. The reason that I say that is and I'm going to talk from my personal standpoint. Understand there's two ways we can build our business, and most of us have built our business what is called the old-fashioned way. In other words, relationship-based, people to people, person to person, however you want to describe it. Some people call it belly to belly, whatever you want to call it. Today, we've got a lot of people that have joined us in DubLi, especially with technology today, that are incredible internet marketers. They don't believe in the one-on-one. They want to move at light speed. They want to put in a lot of people. They don't care about anything else. They want to move quick. And that works. Let me tell you, it works. They can put in a lot of numbers. The sustainability is still out, for evaluation, if you will. Because, in that world, even in the traditional world where companies are spending millions of dollars, there is no measurable yet to know, what that longevity is in terms of a true retail customer that's not involved in the business side. So there's two ways to do it, but at the end of the day, you're all here because you have a relationship with somebody. Or I should say, not all of you, but I'd have to venture to say 99% of you are. And so, even if you're doing internet marketing, even if you're doing cold marketing, even if you're running ads or whatever you're doing, eventually you're going to end up talking to somebody, or you should end up talking to somebody. It's really part of our business, what makes it really fun. And this is where it comes into play. Now I'm going to give you a perfect example. It's almost an embarrassing example. Our daughter, Shelly, my wife, has been talking to her for probably 15 months about using DubLi.com, about cashback, about savings, about how convenient it is, for 15 months with no results. Well, about 3 weeks ago, my wife sat down with our daughter and walked her through what you're going to see today on the same stores she always shops at. And all of a sudden, it was like a light bulb went on. She got it because she saw the visuals. It wasn't my wife just saying, oh, you're going to get cash back, you get 8%, you get 10%, you get this, you get examples. You visually walk them through. And that's one of the reasons why I say you're going to spend the same amount of time up front with a customer as you will a business associate. Because the business associate, potential business associate, needs to know exactly the same thing. How am I going to build a business with residual income? And it's because of this. It's because of what the value is to the consumer. Well, now Shelley is a dyed-in-the-wool DubLi customer shopper. She reminds my wife, if they're out chatting, if they're doing whatever they're doing, if they're on the phone and they're talking about, of course, the holidays are coming, they're talking about stores. She goes, no, remember, now we got to go online, we got to buy this because it's cash back. We got to get all the cash back we can get. It's about the visuals, and it's about taking somebody through. So I'm going to start first of all with the shopping mall. Now I've set up a few things here so that we can kind of go through this, but I want you to get the comparisons. I want you to understand what we have here. And again, make notes on how you're going to use this yourself. Now, one of them that I do, and I like to show people, is really Walgreens. Now, there's a very specific reason why I do the things that I do. Now, here's Walgreens. So if I click, and I'm going to search, and hopefully all of you that are on this presentation know how to do this and come back here. And again, I'm recording this for you so you can keep it. I'm coming to Walgreens. So again, our customers are always reminded, here's the free percentage they get, here's the premium, here's the VIP. Now, here's the interesting thing about it, and this is why this is one of them that I use. All of us know people that are of the retirement age, closing to retirement age, and actually that's not even, I shouldn't even say it that way. We know a lot of people that are on prescriptions. They have no choice but to take their prescription month in, month out. They spend $30, $50, $100, $300 a month, no choice but to buy the prescription. It's what the doctors have got them on. Walgreens is one of those locations that they do a lot of shopping. Now, if they're a DubLi customer, they come to Walgreens. We are at Walgreens. We're not at DubLi. If they are registered with Walgreens, and most of them will be, they're going to go right over here and they're going to sign in to their account. And they're going to get whatever Walgreens gives them as specials. But look at this right here. Manage, refill your prescriptions. So if they are spending, and you pick the number, if they're spending $100 a month just on their prescriptions, every month they know they're going to have to fill that prescription. At Walgreens, they're getting 10.6% back, call it 10% cash back. So on $100, they're getting $10 back every single month. Found money, money they're not going to get otherwise. Now, the other thing is, here's something that Walgreens is doing. Spend $60 online, get 10,000 points. 10,000 points equals $10 reward card. So they get it all. They get this. If they already have the Walgreens card, and a lot of people do, then they got the cash on the card. They use the card to make the payments on the money they already got back, and they're getting cash back from DubLi they can't get otherwise. So this literally will lock in a significant number of customers. You get all of the perks that Walgreens happens to be running, and whatever specials, anything else is going on, and whatever coupon specials is going on with DubLi. You get it all. Now, that's just one example, and I'm taking you through a few things because I want you to see how we use this, what we use it for, and the things that need to be done to take care of that. I'm going to close something here because I thought it was closed. Now, the next one is Nordstrom. Now, Nordstrom's is a good one because there's a lot of our people who love the Nordstrom store, do some shopping there. So you click on Nordstrom, you go to Nordstrom. Again, same situation. Here's our cash back. VIP customers are getting 9.2% cash back. Click on Go to the Store. We're at Nordstrom. This is Nordstrom. And by the way, the shipping right now with almost all the stores is free. So you don't even have a shipping cost. And again, if you're signed in, if you're registered with them, you get all the benefits, everything that you would normally get. Here's their specials, the whole thing. Now here's an example I want to give you. Our daughter's husband, Tim, bought her, it was a $400 bracelet from Nordstrom. And he was going to go to the store to do the shopping. Well, Angie got hold of Tim and said, why are you going to do that? Go online, buy it online. You already know what you want. It's easy to go there and shop. So he went online. It was a $400 bracelet. He got 9+% cash back from Nordstrom, so they got $36.80. And so remember, when you were looking at our year-to-date in the earnings in our back office, it was over $2,000. So when you're talking about $36 here and $15 there and $10 there, don't sell that short, because I'm going to tell you at the end of the year it adds up big time. Big time. But every single one of you, holidays are coming, Christmas is coming. You're all going to be doing your own shopping. You've got a lot of people that you know are going to be doing their own Christmas holiday shopping. They're all looking to get a good deal. They're all looking to save money. And this is an amazing way for us to start introducing a lot of people to DubLi that don't know about it, that can do what they're going to do anyway, make some cash back, and have an incredibly good experience doing that. Here's the other thing. If these are people that you're personally working with, these are probably also people that you're thinking in the back of your mind would maybe be some great business associates. So that's the front end piece, even on the business building side. So I'm going to go back over here to DubLi. Now I'm going to go to, again, Christmas is coming, and we've got, the kids that are going to, we're looking for them to get their toys and whatnot. So we're going to go to FAO Schwartz. 7% cash back as VIP customers. Go to the store. Well, actually, I shouldn't have done that because I already had it set up. Anyway, so here we are at FAO Schwartz. Again, at the store, whatever specials they're running, whatever deals they got, the customer gets it all. Gets it all. Just another example. Now, I'm going to go back. We're going to do one other. Now, this one, many of you probably don't know about. There's a company called Soap.com. What a lot of people don't know, Soap.com is actually a Amazon store. Now, Amazon, when you go to Amazon, you shop at Amazon, there's a lot of stores in there that they have drop ships with. They actually own a lot of those stores and under different names. Soap.com is one of them. So we use Soap.com instead of going to the supermarket or maybe the CVS or some of the others on some of the household needs that we need around the house. VIP customers get 9.2% cash back. And so when you go there, again, same situation, we're at soap.com, you get discounts, coupons, but it's everything we normally use around the house. Detergent, cleansers, paper products, you name it, all here. And by the way, if you do some price comparison, and we're talking major brands now. You can see Tide and all this type of thing. They have better prices than you're going to see at the supermarkets. So there's a little kind of, did you know? Because we buy that stuff all day long. Every month we have to buy it. We have to replenish it because we use it up. So again, as people become more and more aware of what's in DubLi.com, then they're going to become aware of what we have available to them. Now, one last one I want to kind of show you here, especially for those of us in the business. Some of us use Apple products, and of course here's the Apple Store, and we know Apple doesn't give anybody a discount, period. So you buy at Apple, and you're going to buy it at whatever price Apple sets. VIP customer, 7% cash back. Go to the store, you're at the Apple Store. Now, I'm using this one as a perfect example for me personally because I bought a Mac Pro. And the Mac Pro that I bought was around $1,700. I have an Apple store that's maybe 10 minutes from me. When you're buying from some of these stores, they'll even, in some cases, allow you to go pick it up if you want. Apple happens to be one of those stores that'll do that. So I went online, I found the Mac Pro I wanted, I got the things attached to it that I wanted, the size, all the things that I was looking for in that laptop. It was $1,700. I bought it from Apple. I paid Apple. As a VIP customer on $1,700, I got $119 cash back. I went down and picked it up, brought it home, set it up, took care of what I was going to do. No different than if I'd walked in the store, no different if I'd gone online to Apple, bought it, went to the store, or even had it shipped to me. I just didn't want to wait, and the shipping was free. So these are the types of things that we need to know about. These are the types of things our customers need to know about. These are the types of things our potential business associates need to know about. And you can go through the whole thing, folks. I mean, I just took a few of the stores because I wanted to give you some comparisons and help you understand and recognize the value that offers. Now, the second component to this, and this is important to everybody, is travel. This is the other vertical that we have. Now, when you go to travel, you've heard me on presentations talk about every brand you can think there is, Priceline, Expedia, the whole thing. I want to show you how our customers can use this and can use it for some great price comparisons. So you go, and let's just say you're going to go to, let's see which one I set up first here. Okay, this is I think this is Priceline, who I brought up here first. Here's Wyndham San Diego, and here's Westin San Diego, and these are the prices through them. Now, this is for December 10th and December 11th. So here's, if this was a place that I wanted to go to as a customer, brought it up, put it in there. I said I want to go to San Diego. Made the selection I normally would make, and so this is what they brought up for me. Then I went back, because you're going to notice it opens up a browser. So I go back and then I do exactly the same thing, and I do it with someone else. Maybe it was, and I think this is Expedia. So again, here's the Westin, and here's the Wyndham. So here the Westin is 124. Here the Westin is 119. I'm sorry, right here, sorry, Westin, 119. Here the Wyndham is 119. Westin here is 123. I'll get it out of my lips here right yet. So I'm going to go back over here, and again, I have the weight. Here's the Wyndham at 119, down from 179. Here's the Westin, 124. So I have the ability to do some price comparison as a customer, and I got both tabs open so I can go back and forth. Then I opened up a third one, and now I'm doing Travelocity. And so here we have Travelocity, and here is the Wyndham San Diego for 119. Here is the Westin San Diego at 124. So let's just take the Westin, 124. On this one, let's go over here. Westin, 119. I'm sorry, can't read. 124. It's identical. So here we go, identical, 124. We'll go one more. The other comparison, Westin was 123, $1 cheaper. So now as a customer, I say, okay, it's pretty much the same. What's the difference in cashback? In cashback, Priceline pays me 11%, Expedia pays me 7%, Travelocity pays me 8%. So if the price is identical and it's the same place, same everything's identical, so then I could say, well, then I might as well just buy it from Priceline because I get more cashback. And I show you this example just to show you that we have the ability as a customer, and these are the types of things we'll show our customers, to go through and do some really good competitive shopping, make sure we're getting the best deal, best price, best of the best. Now, and again, in my case, I'm registered with Expedia. I've used Expedia for years, so I have to take that in consideration. I get benefits and upgrades and points and those kinds of things. Does that offset anything? Maybe, maybe not. But again, DubLi has made it incredibly convenient for me as a customer, me as a shopper, to be able to know, for me and my family, I got the best deal, best price. Now think about it also this way. If I spent $99 for my VIP membership, and I'm doing that once a year, and I take my family on a vacation once a year, and let's just say, for the sake of example, between the hotel and the car rentals and whatever, I spend, pick the number, $2,000 for the whole vacation, we're gone a week, whatever it is. If I'm getting 8% cash back on average, and I'm going to do it on average because it's 11 with Priceline, 8 with Travelocity, 7 with Expedia, so let's just say 8%. So that on $2,000, that 8% is going to get me back $160. So on the one trip, I paid for my VIP membership and made a profit. Everything else I get after that is gravy. So again, there's the value. Now, if you're talking about a family with kids and they're going to do all kinds of other things, they're going to Disneyland, they're going to the zoo, they're going here, they're buying the tickets. I mean, all of that's included. I mean, that can absolutely go through the roof. Now, our daughter-in-law, her father does a trip for his company, and they go out and he pays for everything. I mean, it's not uncommon for him to drop somewhere around $15,000 or $20,000 for his company's excursion, if you will, and if he was just at the 15,000, and he was at, let's say, just say 6%, that's $900. And the reason I picked 6% because if he was not a VIP and he's using the free percentage only, that's what he's going to get back, especially if it was a corporate account. The point I'm making here is the value is incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. But also understand, we're physically going through this. If we tell somebody, oh, you got to use DubLi's cash back, you get cash back, you get 7%, you get 10%, oh, you get this, you get, it sounds good, tastes good, smells good, But until they sit down and actually visually do this, until you sit down with them, you take them through the stores and they realize, I'm buying those stores. It is right there. And I would go so far as to, if you're registering a new business associate, you get them their VIP account set up with one of the vouchers in the package that they bought. Take them in there, and as we get them, as you take them through the training, you know, the 6-step training that I have set up that shows them how to customize DubLi Network, DubLi.com, and all the other pieces that go together. Take them in there, and even if they're only going to spend $20, $50, something, they're going to need. There's no question they need something. Get them in there. Get them to create a transaction so they have experience with it. Just talking, I have found, will not work to a great degree. It's literally taking people through so they have the experience, they see how simple it is, because you may be telling them how great it is and how simple it is, and they probably believe you. But they're not too sure that once they're off the phone with you, I can do that. I don't know if I can go over there, and it is simple. And so when you actually take the time to do this, it's also part of the training aspect for what we do. So holidays are coming. And once you've got your customer engaged and they've made a purchase, they've got experience, that customer is yours, period, for life. I mean, when they're making money that they're on money they have to spend anyway, why would they not continue to do that? And once you've got them to load the toolbar, because that's the other aspect you got to remember. So when we come over here, and as we set them up and they're registered, you take them to the toolbar, you come back down here to the toolbar, and then you make sure if they're using Chrome or Firefox, the others will be out soon, Chrome or Firefox, download it on their computer so that even if they forget to come back here, it will flag them and remind them to activate their cashback. So again, this is our underpinning. This is our foundation, and this is our retirement. Because at the end of the day, it comes back to residual income for all of us. And that's why I said what I did at the beginning of this training, is that if you've got an organization, and you pick the number, whatever number you want, if you've got an organization over the next couple of years, and let's say you only build it to, let's say, 300 business associates. I want to pick a reasonable number, a very, very small number. 300 business associates over a 2-3 year period, whatever, using a good method for developing a consumer base. And in that time frame, I got to believe we would all have a minimum, and I mean a minimum, of a couple of hundred customers. It's not that hard. And customers bring customers to bring customers. So, DubLi is going to monetize our own customers by paying them $20 for every referral. So if you've got 300 business associates, they've all got 200 customers apiece. You're talking about 60,000 customers. Because 300 times 200, 60,000 customers. If over that time frame their value is only $2. And I'm being conservative, but I believe $2 is a reasonable number. That's $120,000 in commissionable revenue per month. Per month. Now, if it's part of your organizational income, and let's say you're at the 5% level, that's $6,000 a month. Residual every single month. Now, if you think that's not a reasonable number, cut it in half. It's still $3,000 a month. That's $36,000 a year residual every single month coming in, year in, year out, year in, year out. The longer you're in business, the more that number is going to grow, because the more customers will come in, the more referrals will come in, and if you really get aggressive at it, and I'm going to give you an opinion. Here's my disclaimer on this, by the way. It's my opinion. I could be wrong, but it's my opinion. I believe over the next couple of years, each one of us would have a minimum of 500 to 1,000 customers each. I firmly believe that, especially as the branding campaigns kick in and we start tying into some of those. And some of you are very aggressive. You're all out there already bringing in large numbers of customers. Some of you have got people in your organization that have partner programs that are bringing in literally tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. So if you figure 500 customers and you still have the same small number of 300 business associates, that's 150,000 So you've got 150,000 customers at $2. That's $300,000. I mean, you can see, and that, by the way, I'm talking about month. I'm talking about monthly now. So it's amazing where this can go. I try to, the numbers sometimes sound unrealistic. The numbers sound too good to be true to a certain degree. And we're also talking about really the two main verticals that I focused on today is shopping and travel. These two verticals, finance and insurance and telecom, are relatively new, so they're in the maturing stage. And so as DubLi gets stronger in these categories, more and more the services start kicking in where we get paid monthly residuals on it. Because got to keep one thing in mind. These two verticals, finance, insurance, and telecom, very important when you go there that you click on, and I'm going to give you an example here. If you click on any of these, I don't care, pick a number, let's just pick this one, Allstate. As you go here, make sure this top portion where it says read more, because this tells you specifically what the requirements are on the cashback for any of these particular suppliers. Now, I'm going to go back over here a moment. Same thing on the telecom, because I know I've had a few of you call me regarding telecom and some of the providers that you're doing business with. So here's AT&T. I'm going to go to AT&T. Here it says show terms. We click on show terms, and this is going to tell you specifically cashback paid only for new, here we go, new AT&T home phone, DSL, voice, internet accounts. No cashback on any other AT&T service. And that is today, because we're at the entry level with these particular verticals. So again, understand where the cashback comes from and what it represents. So these will mature and grow over the next number of months to come. It will increase, the payouts will be increased, and the selection of products will be increased as well. As DubLi rolls out other products and services, and there will be more coming, those will be added to this. Right here is our future. Right here is our retirement. And that's why today I wanted to spend some time going through this. I know a lot of people are focused right now, and I'm going out there, I'm going to build as big and as fast an organization I can, because there's some incredible money being made on the front end. I understand it, I get it, and we need to work both ends to the middle. You want to build that front end, you want to put as many people into place as you can, because the larger your organization is, then the larger consumer base your potential is. And so, but never short circuit this. Always know that this is the end game. This is what we want. It's not necessarily about us having the largest network marketing company in the world. It's about us having the largest consumer base in the world.